currently in the reassembly process here. I've taken and cleaned this up a lot so that it's a lot nicer, and I sanded the center here just on one side, about 2000 grit, just to touch it up just a hair so that I could have a little bit more accuracy on this post here. So I intend to solder these leads back on. Originally this device had a battery, and I don't have a battery for it, or a charger. I mean, I have the battery actually. Don't think I can use it, but I do have the battery. I just got to test it and find out what the voltage is, if there's any voltage left. Once I do that, I will be able to decide whether or not I should use that, which I probably will not. The pain in this comes in the reassembly of this little transmission, because it's kind of down in here. And I tried to reassemble it before I put it together, and that just kind of made things worse, and things didn't align properly. So what I've got to do is arrange it, and the worst part is this little tiny gear here, which you may or may not. There we go. Look at that stupid thing. Focused for the first time. Anyway, this little motor, I may actually replace this guy. These motors are relatively inexpensive, and I can get a slightly faster one or a slightly slower, higher torque one. Though higher torque may not be the best idea, because there we go. I don't want to shear this little motor head, the gears in the transmission out. Everything seems to be in pretty good order here, so just going to reassemble it. It was very greasy, which is a real shame. There's no need to, for the most part, on nylon parts, you're not supposed to apply thick, heavy greases like what was used in this. But it cleaned up. There's some discoloration still, and not a whole lot I can do about that, sadly. But considering the price I paid for this, which was $15, I think I'll take that hit. The idea here is to replace the coring head with a small chuck, much like this one, but much smaller. I have one in the shop that should fit down inside of that little arbor and be okay. And I want it to run off the wall socket, so probably it looked to me like that motor may run on 19 volts. But it might run on as low as 12, so I'll have to test that slowly, because I don't want to fry it. But like I said, if I do, it's not really a big issue. Taking a few moments here, my kiddos have fallen asleep, so I'm able to sit down and actually do something a little less constructive. The whole point of this is to make a small, probably not very portable because it's got a nice granite base here, but a small precision drill press that I can let the girls use. So preferably low geared and very slow, so that my kiddos can use a little drill press. There's some drawbacks to this design, which I should address later. But again, with the price, it was really hard to frown at it. And I have to go take a pause real quick. Alright, I'm back. My smallest one got a little mad because her orange was not coming apart. And when I say her orange was not coming apart, yeah, I mean that. That's the joyous thing about very small children, is that if things don't go their way, they're going to get mad about it, probably. But that's also one of the fun things, I guess. I'm just Try not to smash this down into the granite there. The granite is in perfect shape. This tool is apparently called a tissue coring press. I don't know what it's for. I don't want to know. All my parts have been boiled and cleaned because that sounds like a medical tool, and I don't want to mess with that. Though it's probably, considering how greasy and nasty it was, I'm going to say it's probably been out of circulation for a while. No telling what they tried to use it for. There we go. That's most everything is assembled. The switch box will go back on this side, but I need to make some alterations to it. I do like the switch, but I will replace it with a slightly nicer model. And there we go. Alright, focus, you piece of crap. There we go. I'll probably replace it with a different one. One came from the motor, one went to the battery, and then this one went to power. I don't need that anymore, so I might make this motor reversible because it's not all that hard. And here's the power hookup. So probably 12 volts. 9 volts powered it up, but turned it rather slowly. There is a small spring that fit right here. However, the nylon is a little bit worn out right there, and so I may replace that with a different type of spring, or I may use a weight and pulley system. I don't know yet. It doesn't take a whole lot of torque to move this, so it's not really a big deal. But here we go. Soon to be a miniature drill press with a nice heavy granite base. And I will update this whenever I have the motor working and can power this up, preferably with the drill chuck in place.